Okay guys, so I bought myself a Christmas gift. Yes, you guessed it right, it is a handbag, but guess which brand it is? I'll pause this video here and you can type it in the comment section. I'll give you a hint. Shocker, it is not vintage Louis Vuitton this time. I know I love vintage Louis Vuitton, but I have strayed away. But it is a vintage designer handbag. Let's cut this baby open. Ooh. Nice. Air packaging. Okay, there is a tag there that says eBay. And there's an eBay dust bag. I didn't even know eBay had dust bags. It's actually, this dust bag is pretty good. That eBay is actually embroidered into the dust bag, not even printed. And this is like a really thick cotton material. That's pretty impressive. So yes, I did get this bag from eBay. Dun dun dun. This is a vintage Gucci bag in the more rarer white or ivory GG Supreme coated canvas. So you can hear there, it is a coated canvas, meaning it's hard wearing. And you know me, it's gonna be a vintage bag. I know some people are like, oh, vintage bags, they're so old, they're not in style. Why do you buy them? But you know what? I love vintage bags. It is what it is. All right, so let's give her a whirl. So this is what it looks like from the front. So you have that white or ivory GG Supreme coated canvas there. And I really like that this one didn't have too much markings, because any white or ivory bag, even if it's a coated canvas, it's hard to maintain. Like even Louis Vuitton Damier Azur. Okay, so that's what it looks like. That's the hardware. I love that it still has its gold finish, so it hasn't become silvered. And you can see the GG there. Okay, so the hardware on the zipper pull is still really gold, but the hardware on the end of the strap has silvered. And this is a detachable strap. So this part of the hardware here, that part there, you can pull that back and then you can open that ring and you can detach it. Okay, so just here, open, close, open, close. So this strap is a brown leather. It is removable but not adjustable. So unfortunately, that means I'm just stuck with one length. I would prefer both removable and adjustable, but sometimes you can't have it all. And there is a brown leather trim all the way around the top and brown leather piping all along the sides. And what I loved about it is the corners were still really good on this bag. So corner 1, corner 2, corner 3, and corner 4, all in pretty good condition. And it does not seem to have been touched up, which I love. And another thing about vintage Gucci bags, you can see here, it actually has a mixed metal Gucci logo here. It's got both silver and gold. So I thought that was really interesting with the vintage Gucci bags. Okay, so you can see this is a camera style bag. Bit of a triangle shape on the side profile here. So thin at the top, a little bit more space at the bottom to put your things. Okay, so let's look at the dimensions of this bag. So it's about 23 centimeters across, or about 9 inches. So it's about 16 centimeters tall, or 6 2/3 inches. And the widest part of the base is about 5 centimeters or 2 inches. It has about a 54 centimeter strap drop, about 21 inches. And just a reminder, it is a removable but not adjustable strap. The inside configuration is one main compartment, no zippered or slip pockets inside or outside. It is just literally one hole, that's it. And it's done up by a single zipper pull that goes all the way around and down halfway the sides. Now, vintage Gucci bags are notorious for having their interior peel off and flake off, and then you have this flaking all over your stuff, and then most people just scrub it out, vacuum it out, and then you get this bare backing. And that's what someone's already done. Someone's already cleaned this out, which I have loved because that saves me a bunch of hassle. You get the original tags here. So this is Gucci Accessories Collection, which is an 80s or 90s collection. And then underneath, you have another Gucci paper tag. A lot of these vintage bags no longer have their paper tag. And you also have a code that's here as well. Unfortunately, this has split. It's supposed to be one piece, but it's split. But I love that it still has its paper tag. And that paper just says Gucci accessories collection also. Now this has an eBay tag because it went through the Australian eBay Authenticate process. So it went from the seller to eBay and then from eBay to me after it was deemed authentic. This is my very first experience going through eBay Authenticate. If you guys have had experience with your country's eBay Authenticate, let me know. Let's see what's in this. Oh, okay, it has like a card and it says eBay Authenticity Guarantee. It's got a QR code there and it's got card details here. So it says brand, Gucci, model, vintage, style, crossbody. Then it has material, blank, and then it has a serial date code, which is the code on the tag, and it has a date authenticated. Oh, so that's pretty good. It's kind of like having authenticity certificate, but in a card. So if I ever am going to resell it, I have that. So that's great. Let me know what's your experience, positive or negative, with your country's eBay Authenticate. It wasn't any extra cost. I don't know if it's supposed to be or not supposed to be. And it's really attached on. So if you're keeping the bag, you really have to cut the tag off, similar to Fashion File. So why did I go for a vintage Gucci when I am a vintage Louis Vuitton kind of girl? Well, I already have one vintage Gucci camera bag, which I absolutely love. This is in the typical brown coated canvas. Also from that vintage Gucci Ophidia line with the red and green stripes here. The same mixed metal hardware with the silver and gold. You can see them next to each other. It's got the same hardware logo. And I just love this bag. It's so hard wearing and I wanted to expand my vintage Gucci collection. So I already had this colorway. I wanted to collect the white or ivory colorway, especially after in 2019, I found for my sister a vintage Gucci. It's a crossbody bag, but it was missing its strap. So that was the first time I had seen the white ivory version and I fell in love with it ever since then. So my sister's bag, beautiful. Hers was in really good condition. The price was so much better in 2019. Then they also have like a black type of coated canvas. I want to collect that. And they also have a navy coated canvas. I want to collect that. I want like all the different colors of the vintage Gucci coated canvas because it's so hard wearing. And I want to emphasize it's the coated canvas that I want because Gucci does have the non-coated canvas, which is like the bare fabric, which can peel and get caught on things and it's stained. I do not want that one. Like the vintage Suki bags, they are not the coated canvas. So I don't want those ones. Now, what price did I pay for this? So this was actually 390 Australian dollars and it was an additional $18 something for shipping. So that's about 410 Australian dollars. Now that does include our tax, which is 10%. That's nationwide, not state by state. And we always include the 10% tax into the final price. It's not calculated at checkout like some other countries would do. Ours is already all inclusive. But I did get a 10% off voucher. So I got nearly $40 off. So I got like $39 off. And so that took my final price down to $370. So I thought with a $40 off voucher, that was just the icing on the cake that made me pull the trigger for something that I'd been looking for since 2019. And I was on the hunt for a Christmas bag. So I feel like the stars had aligned for me to buy this bag because I was tossing up between so many bags. Vintage Louis Vuitton, vintage Gucci, vintage Bali, so many different bags, and then things just lined up for me to buy this one. Okay, so let's do a little try on and let's see how this compares in appearance to my existing camera bag. Okay, so here's the bag on one shoulder. So you can see here, it is a slim bag, so it does sit nicely along the body, like it doesn't protrude out too much. So I definitely love the look of that. So I think the strap length for my height is appropriate. I don't really have much complaints. Maybe for someone who's much taller than me, they might find this too short. So I'm just going to test the bag out with a gold chain to give it a bit more of a shorter shoulder bag look. So yeah, I think this looks fine with the shorter bag strap. Yeah, so I think this looks great, very versatile, and I love that it was a detachable shoulder strap because a lot of the vintage Gucci bags are not detachable shoulder strap. So I thought that was a really special feature about this one. I mean, there are ones, but just not all of them are. Okay, so this is now comparing the bag to my existing vintage Gucci camera bag. So this is the two bags side by side. So as you can see, this bag has a bit of a longer shoulder strap, but this shoulder strap is adjustable. It's not on the longer setting. One pet peeve about this one is just the positioning of where the D-ring on the side is. It can have a propensity for some reason when you're out just to tip upside down, which is very terrible, and your things can fall out if it's not zipped up. So that is one word of warning about these vintage Gucci camera bags, is that while you're out, they can have a propensity to tip upside down. I don't know why. Now this one, the strap is not removable, so I can't compare it as a short shoulder bag. But I'm so excited to have now expanded my vintage Gucci bag collection. Okay, so let's take a look at what fits in the bag. So what we have here is a big phone, a pack of tissues, this can represent a key fob, a pen, lip balm, small wallet. This is my Louis Vuitton vintage Kiss wallet, Kiss Lock wallet. That's why it's a Kiss Lock, and the dummy ribbon, card holder, and a 500 ml bottle of water. A standard Australian bottle is 600 mils. This is a bit smaller, 500 mils. So let's try to get it all in there. It is currently empty, but it's just for size. So 500 ml bottle of water. Okay, that just fits in, but that's a really tight fit. Wallet, card holder, phone, packet of tissues or represents a key fob, lip balm and pen. So let's see how this zips up. Okay, so that does actually zip up, but you can see that's really curved the zipper. So that's probably too full. So let's take some things out. So if I take out the water bottle, so wallet, card holder, packet of tissues, phone, lip balm and pen. Now that's much better. It's not deformed anymore. So that's probably what you would put in. So this you can comfortably get into the bag, and this is just an optional extra, but I wouldn't do that all the time because it would deform the bag. Okay guys, so let me know, what are your thoughts on my Gucci Christmas bag? Let me know if you are buying a bag for yourself for Christmas and what bag it is and how long you've been looking for it or how long you've been wanting that bag for, because I want to see what's on everyone's wish list or to buy list. Now here's to hoping that I do end up collecting the other vintage Gucci ones, like the black canvas, the navy blue canvas. Now if you guys aren't sick of me yet, I've got a couple of extra videos for you to carry on with.